This interview is brought to you by APB, Broadcast Asia 2017 and Ideal Systems.
I think in the Asia-Pacific region in particular, the transition to IP is probably going to be faster than anywhere else in the world. And the reason for that is really 4K Ultra HD, right? So the Asia region, because it's focusing so much on being able to create 4K content and deliver 4K content to customers, need to move to 4K sooner. And the only real practical way of doing that is going to be over IP. To be able to solve it, to solve 4K with quad link, with a traditional baseband solution is simply not feasible, both from a capacity perspective and also more importantly perhaps on a managing, an operational perspective. With a 4K signal being 3 gig coax cables, it just gets too cumbersome and too difficult to manage. So therefore I think the Asia Pacific region in particular are probably going to see a faster embracement of IP solutions, simply because you need to get to 4K sooner than maybe most other regions in the world. I think one of the most key factors to all this is going to be standards. I think we made a really good progress, and what's being shown here at Broadcast Asia with the IP Interop Lab is a great example of the industry coming together to really solve this problem of how do we make all these components work together as one system. So interoperability and standards is really one of the key factors. Maybe one other factor to consider is, are you buying a technology that is natively IP, or a technology that someone has added an IP interface onto? There's a lot of manufacturers out there that are rushing to get IP solutions out, and the fastest way of doing that is to take your existing technology and just add an IP interface to it. You really should ask yourself if that is the right future-proof solution, or if a solution that natively incorporates and its IP from the core is the best solution forward. But that's going to be up to each individual customer to decide for themselves.
This copyrighted video of the Broadcast IP Interop Lab may not be reproduced or redistributed in any form without the expressed written consent of EdTech International Private Limited.